sky is blue. Birds are singing in the trees. The grass is green. The flowers are in bloom. And you live next door to an insane junk hoarder. Oh, look at this pair of gems. Oh, this is the first truck I bought. This is where things started really going wrong for me. I looked at this truck 3 times last year and passed on it 3 times, but 4th time it got me. Well, it doesn't know it yet, but this truck just won the lottery because we're going to fix it up a bit. Guy I bought this truck from sells vehicles worldwide, so safe to say that I am the only person in the world who actually wants this truck. But I think we can spruce it up a bit. It's clearly had a very privileged existence. Interesting location for a spark plug wire. Never know when it might come in handy there, though. See what we got under the hood. Yeah, that's not going to run. That is a 235 that's seen better days, it looks like. Let's check the oil here. And I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. That is quite poor. And we'll just seal that back up again and be on our way here. So I'm not restoring this truck, but I think it has some potential here. So plan is to patch up the cab on it, do all the rust repair on the cab, and just make it into a feasible project for someone. So right now it's just a hopeless mess and nobody wants it. So we can certainly change that and give it a new lease on life. As you can see, it's got some pretty severe rust issues. You need new floors, new inner cowls, outer cowls, and if any of you are scat experts, please leave a comment and let me know what kind of creature's been living in here, because I'd like to know. You can see this side is quite poor. Got some work to do there. Little putty, little paint to make it what it ain't. Interesting. Oh, that's not going to open. Then the next day, this thing pops up for sale, so of course I got to buy it. Needs a little light bodywork on the fender there. I think this hood is pretty much done for. Grill is okay. No engine or transmission in this one. See, somebody's already pre-drilled all the holes so the Bondo will stick. Very kind of them. And I think the driver's door might have to be replaced. Does have a usable box on it. Of course, missing the rear fenders. Not much interior left. That's okay. Hey, what's this for? There couldn't possibly be another truck, could there? No. Please say it ain't so. Getting real tough. Oh, look at that old repair there. Nice. Getting real tough to find rear fenders for these things. This door looks like it might be salvageable, but there's probably better doors out there. Cab is quite rotten on this one. So unfortunately, someone's kind of already tried patching this thing up, and give them a solid E for effort, but you know, it's a little crude, so I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna save this cab. I'll probably keep it around for bits and pieces, but once somebody started cobbling something together, it's not really worth salvaging. And 2 trucks wasn't enough, so other night my mom sent me pictures of this truck, which was on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm not on Facebook, so got in touch with the owner, and this thing followed me home. It's so great to have family that enables your hoarding. But anyways, I haven't even looked at this thing yet. We got a classed plated in 1995. The owner did say he drove this thing around his yard last year and used it to haul a water tank, so I don't know when last year was. Last year's could be 20 years ago for all we know. But looks like we got a usable hood there with a couple dings in it. Front emblem smashed in, of course. You were probably using that as the brakes once they went out. That's an interesting old repair. I would rate this fender as poor, so not sure it needs to be saved. Well, we're not going to scrap it, but I don't know if it's going to get used on anything. Probably not. Yet looks like this glass could be usable, and as is typical with Saskatchewan, they didn't want to buy the 2 wiper blades, so they just took the wiper arm off of here, and you know, why would the passenger need to see? They don't. So save yourself some money there. Always good. And these are getting hard to come by, so it's a good thing that's attached. A little loose, but fix that up. I think this is a 3/4 ton. Not too sure. Doesn't really matter. Apparently the PTO still works on the dump bed. Don't know if I'm gonna. Don't really have a use for a rotted out dump bed, but you never know. I do like the old paint on this. I think this cab would look pretty good polished up, but I don't know how ambitious I need to be. Looks like this door's not bad. How's the bottom? Bottom's there. These all rot out down here, but this one doesn't look too bad actually, so this is a good door still. So it needs cab corners, of course, and that's not looking too good. Need a little patch there. I don't know if I'm saving this cab yet or not. I think probably fix this cab up and maybe we'll use this cab on the blue short box. What we got here? Apparently the gas tank still holds gas, so that's cool. And that's good. A little bit of a mouse nest up here, but this all appears to be solid still. Seen a few of these now where they rot out here. It's not as common as on the 55 to newer trucks. Basically all of those trucks are rotted out up here, but these ones aren't quite as notorious for that. And oh, still has the keys. Basically good to go. Floor, I mean it's there, but at least this part for sure is gonna have to be replaced. It's looking pretty thin, especially through here. And of course, all of these trucks all rust out in here. Garbage. But look at that. You got a battery. I don't know. What do you think? Think it'll take a charge? Will it charge? Is that a new thing? A master cylinder cover. Somebody's been trying to get the brakes working at some point. Have a look under the hood here. What do we got here? Oh, it's got a new fuel line. Perfect. And hose clamps. Oh, this thing's already paying for itself. Everything appears to be here still, so that's good. What kind of engine is this? We got a... Oh, looks like he's been trying to get it running. See, you need a fuel pump. It's leaking quite a bit. So, must have been trying to get it going and then gave up and decided to sell it to first sucker that came along, which happened to be me. So I guess that's good. Looks like we got a 235 in here. A lot of people I've seen, they say it'll be a 216 based on the valve cover, but the valve cover is actually interchangeable between a 216 and a 235. So one of the ways I tell if it's a 235 is I look at this side cover here, and on a 235 it only covers from here to here. Now on a 216 it goes all the way up to the head here, and it's held on with stove bolts, hence the name stove bolt. So what do you think? Should we try to get this thing running? I think it'd probably be worth it. I don't know if that's a factory rad. I think somebody's put a rad in out of something else, I think. It doesn't look quite right. It should come up to here. Something's missing. Not that I care. How's this side look? Another roughish fender, but that one could probably be saved. I think a headlight bezel that's usable. Not a fan of these wheels, but I guess if they hold air for a couple hours, it's better than a flat tire. This cowl side is straight, and looks like we got another door that isn't bad. Got one little ding here, but that's not a big deal. And oh, okay. That's well, I look at that as there's less bolts to take out. What we got going on in here? Oh yeah, that is all pretty terrible, but not surprising on one of these trucks. Another little ding back here in the cab corner. Got on the inside of the door here. Oh, great. As you can see, we got a little bit of more than the factory tolerance there for door pillar movement. So that's got to be, yeah, this is all pretty bad up in here. And you can see here where the floor itself is actually collapsed. There's a brace under here. It's broken away from here and then kind of raised up. So it looks like possibly a full floor pan on this side, or we could maybe just splice it in up to here. And then, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't know, is this cab even savable? I think so. It's got the same rust as what's on the blue cab out there on the short box, but it hasn't been fixed before. So that's kind of the way I look at something, whether or not it's repairable, is if I got to cut out someone else's mess, it's twice as much work. So I'd rather start with a cab like this. It's rusty but untouched. Makes life a whole lot easier. Then I'm the only guy that's got to do the butchering. See, we've got gauges here. Speedometer's left building. It looks like this gauge is still intact. And here's the stuff for the PTO. It's this thing's a real princess. Longtime viewers of the channel will know that I'm a real cheerful, optimistic kind of guy, but this setup we got going on here, this I'm not really feeling it, to be honest. You get the 6-volt charger on it. I had to replace the battery cable ends, as you can see, but this battery's making sounds like it's some kind of UFO or something, so I don't know if it's gonna take a charge or not. This check battery light keeps coming on, and then really bad sounds are coming from there, and then I kind of twist on the clamps a bit and then it goes away. So if you don't hear from me again, it's because this battery exploded in my face. Unfortunately, my last 6-volt battery went with the 50 Chevy that I sold a few months back, so I'm kind of stuck. Can't go to the store because I don't want to. What do you think? Should we just put it on 6-volt start and just give it all a jam and add some gas into the mix too? Because this is just too much safety right now, I feel, you know? Let's just turn the danger up to 11. Well, unfortunately, we had to abandon our 20-year-old 6-volt battery. I got impatient and put it on 6-volt start, and bad things started to happen, and stuff was getting hot and making terrible sounds. So we're just going to walk away from this before it explodes in our face. Not real big on safety. It's just kind of not really my thing, but one thing I don't ever want to experience is a battery exploding in my face. So we'll save that adventure for another day. Well, as you can see, we're in the process of disassembling this truck here. Basically everything except the frame and axles is going to be saved from this truck. So we'll save the cab, save the engine and transmission, and all the sheet metal, bumper, etc. And probably try to sell these wheels. I'm sure somebody will want them, but, and like I said, eventually this cab's going to get fixed. So we're going to keep the cab around. Um, kind of debating, I don't know what you guys think. Should we get this 235 running and stick it in the red truck? Or do we save the 235 for a future project? We'll get it running one way or the other. I actually did try getting it going here. I put a 12-volt battery in and spun it over and messed around with it for about an hour. And there's too many things that aren't happy, so there's no accelerator pump. The fuel pump's just leaking everywhere. I'm not getting a consistent spark from the points, so you know, it definitely needs a tune-up and whatever. So I'd rather just do it right and you know, throw a little bit of money at it and give it a half a chance actually starting. I don't know, do we sell the red truck as just a roller, or do I put the engine in it, get it running and driving? Kind of leaning towards just leaving the red truck as a roller and saving this engine. The red truck's probably ideal for somebody's hot rod project or something, so I don't really want to get it running and driving and then just have somebody take all that stuff out and toss it in the garbage to put in a big V8 and Corvette suspension and whatever it is guys do. So we might save this for something else, but we'll see. Anyways, on the last video in the comments, we got an overwhelming response that 36 Maple Leaf at the junkyard there should be rescued. So, I mean, it's a big grain truck and it's missing a few important pieces, and so I wasn't really too interested in it to be honest. But I was thinking about it the other night there, and I think I actually have an idea of what could be done with it. So I'll make you guys a deal. This video gets either it gets 1 million views, or I get 300 patrons on the patron page there, and either or, whichever comes first or whatever, I'll go back and I'll save that Maple Leaf and we'll do something with that. And if it's sold by the time that happens, well, we'll just rescue some other hopeless basket case. A few other vehicles I saw at the yards there that I think could be saved. So I'm gonna get back to stripping this thing down. Once we get a little part, we'll bring the red truck in, and I've got a whole bunch of parts on order for that, and we can start digging into that and patching it up. So that'll be kind of fun. Anyways, thanks for watching.